Okay, so I have been playing this guitar for like 10 days straight. I've been trying to record this video for like 4 or 5 days straight. And every time I think I'm going to sit down and do it, I grab the guitar and I just keep playing it and I run out of time at the day. So, as of this day, I have decided I'm officially going to review this guitar. You guys probably saw the video where I was jamming on it. I'll put the link to it right up here if I remember to do it at some point when I'm posting it. And I was running it through a couple of Laneys that I have here behind me. What you just heard was me messing around with the GT, the Pocket GT from Boss. And then in a little bit, I'll swap over and plug into the Soldano and the Laney together, and we'll hear it through some tube amps. But right now, I just want to kind of talk you through where you can get a Harley Benton, why people talk about Harley Bentons, why I'm excited about this one, and why I think it's pretty amazing. So here, if you go to Thomann.com, that site right there, Thomann, they're a shipping site basically. They have all sorts of instruments, all sorts of electronic stuff, everything that you could want as far as making music or, even just something really cool to hang on your wall. But there is all sorts of different ways to pay, of course, and they have, I'm currently set up in the U.S. Section of it. So they have it translated from what it would be in pounds or euro, that currency is. And then right here, that's what it is as of today. This price varies from time to time. And then, of course, so does shipping. But to get it shipped here to the States is around $300 or so. And then you end up getting about $50 to $75 worth of work done on it just to kind of get the frets cleaned up because they're scratchy. I had the guy that I got this from on Craigslist, which is the second part of the story. He had it leveled and had the frets polished and dressed, and had the guy throw tens on here and Diodarios, and then had it set up. So he had about $75 worth of work done. So right there, you're getting about $400 into this guitar, and that is really, really not bad. I'm going to say that. You've heard a lot of people say that get these for free, that have them handed to them. You see people that manage to find them and they grab onto them and they love them. And you see people record after one day of having them. I've been playing for a number of days with this, and I can still say I feel the same that I did when I first got it. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with this guitar. It feels really good. Let's go over some of the specs. I mean, it's impressive. For what I got this for on Craigslist, I paid about half of what it would cost to get it all in, shipping and all that work done on it. I paid half. So if you find one of these Harley Bentons in the wild, especially one of these satin ones, one of these newer ones, so I believe this was released at the very end of last year, I highly recommend it. Mahogany body, mahogany neck, flame veneer top, but this veneer top is, it's very well matched. It looks great. When I look at it in the light, there's some movement. You have to really get into it. Now, to me, it's a little bit oranger in the camera, just a touch more orange than it is in these in real life. And when we look at some of the photos, you'll see it actually looks pretty brown in some of their stock photos. Brown like the coffee. Okay, keep on going here. I'm not going to read everything, but modern C shape. One of the nice things, it is 24 and 3/4, almost. So they're going for the real Les Paul feel. We'll get into the cutaway. You can hit every one of these 22 frets. They're medium jumbo. They're listed as medium jumbo. I don't think they're really medium jumbo. They don't feel medium jumbo. They're a little skinny. These Roswell pickups are fine. They're fine. If you buy this and you're a beginner, don't change them out. Just wait. Okay? If you are a pro and you're looking for something like this, that's a beater, this is, I can't recommend it enough. I really can't recommend this guitar enough. If you're a bar guy, I have the Les Paul. I have a satin Les Paul right here, and I take that to bars, but I'm probably not going to anymore. I'm probably going to take this and instead, because this is a great guitar for for the tunematic style things when I don't need a whammy and when I want that Les Paul sound and when I want to hit all 22 frets. This particular finish is Paradise Satin Flame. It's a really nice feeling satin. It feels maybe not quite as good as that Les Paul, but considering there's like a $1,600 difference there, it feels great. I mean, seriously, if you're a beginner and this is something you're thinking about, I cannot, I'm not getting paid to say it. I can't recommend these enough at this point. I was skeptical and now I'm not. I will buy another Harley Benton. I'll say that right now. I will buy one and I may even get one shipped. But if I find one in the wild, I'll definitely get her done. This has the splits. Now, I have yet to pull this off while trying to split it. I have done that before on guitars where you yank the knob right off. The one thing I will say that these knobs, if I push it all the way down to where you might think you want it to be, I feel it against the body. So I have it lifted up just a touch. It's little things like that that are the difference between a $200 and a $2,000 guitar. But once you kind of tweak it and get used to it, it's fine. So let's look at these pictures and then you can also kind of see the difference in this color. I'm going to turn that guitar down for just a sec here. You can see, like in those pictures, it's a little brownish. These zebra pickups, they're really nice looking. I mean, they go great with this body. I will swap them out, but I'm in no rush now to do that. After playing them through the tube heads and playing them through the GT, I'm in no rush. I like the headstock. Look at this carve. That is just the cutaway back here. I'm sorry, not carve, but the cutaway. Having the belly carve and then that cutaway, I can get right up to the 22nd fret. My hand isn't hitting anything, and I'm hitting the 22nd fret, which is nice. On my Les Paul, it's not like that. My PRS says, yeah, it is. I can get all the way up there. So this has the feel and certain touches of a Les Paul, but then it has refinements. And it just doesn't feel like a $200 and some odd dollar guitar. It really just doesn't. And just you take a look at a couple of these other pictures. It's got all the goodness. They do a good job taking their pictures. I have a couple of my own that I've taken, and maybe I'll even throw a couple of them up on the screen here while I'm talking about it for just another second. But that's where you can get these. Like I said, I'm really lucky to have found this in the wild. To me, it in this light, I can see the flamey goodness kind of moving just a little bit, especially in certain spots. You guys won't see it in here, especially with all my light against it. But there is a touch of movement when I do that. Maybe I see a little bit in that camera. But on the back, it's crazy. That back is great. I mean, that back to me is moving left and right. Yeah, I can definitely see it in the camera here. And you can see it when you're looking at it. I just see a nice movement. So I'm impressed all around, fit and finish of this guitar. I'd pay $500, $600 for this guitar alone. So I don't see how they are doing the prices that they do. I'm not going to sit there and tweak through their website, but go to their website and check out some of those Harley Bentons. I'm not going to keep on talking about it. I don't want to keep on sitting here and praising the guitar. You can watch a million videos of people praising it. I really enjoy it. I have a really good time sitting here playing with the Pocket GT in this. And I just can't believe, 35 years ago when I first started playing guitar, $200 for a guitar, the action would literally, you could put your finger between the strings and the fretboard. If you paid $200 for a guitar back when I started, forget it. You wouldn't find a $200 guitar that you could take on stage at that point. You might now find a guitar from the 80s that you paid $200 for and get it tweaked out. That's part of the fun of those kind of guitars. But to just have something like this right out of the box, that with some, a few tweaks that you should learn how to do on your own anyways, and this is a great guitar to do something like that, because if you nick it, if you do something to it, you're not gonna feel horrible about it. Okay, before I kick it over to the tube amp, so I will run through the sounds that are in this guitar real quick. You got two humbuckers and they split. Now, that's one thing that I would really like, and this is total nitpick for this price range. I wish that you could split each one individually. I can do that with a couple of my guitars. I love the sound of the two combined with the neck split and the bridge as a humbucker, and then having the volume controls and kind of blending the neck in and out. I really like that sound a lot, so I wish that option was there. Maybe that'll be one of my upgrades. The upgrades that I do to this guitar, I'll make sure that I track my progress. So, and I'll use this sound right here. It's this fusion-y kind of a sound that I have in the Pocket GT. So it's kind of that Steely Danny kind of a sound, especially if I throw a little drive on it. But right now I have the drive off, or Larry Carlton kind of a sound. So there's the bridge humbucker, and here it is split. That's split again. Back to humbucker. So that's nice. I like that sound. And then if I bring that drive in, let's see here, turn that drive on. So there it is split, and then I'll turn that drive back off, and then here we are in between pickups. So both pickups on, both in humbucker. And then split them. I really feel the volume drop. I feel the thickness kind of drop. So you can, if you want to duck out of the way a little bit on the low end, in the mix while you're playing, that's a good trick to do that. Back to the humbucker. Then neck. Split it. Neck is definitely thicker and louder. I tried to spend some time kind of balancing the pickups volume-wise. That's the only reason why I think I would probably change them out, is because I feel like I want the bridge to just have a little more girth. You know? So... humbucker, and then put that drive back on. Real smoky. So that's humbucker, so I'll split it. I like the neck split a lot more than I do the bridge. And see, that's why I'm really tempted that I'm to put the splits on each pickup and put it on the volume pots, and then not have, I don't know, maybe I'd turn this one on the tone control into a phase or something. These are great mod platforms. So that's what I'm getting at, is that you can do so much with these things. So there's the basic core sounds into the Pocket GT. So I'm going to go plug into the amps real quick, okay? What's the bottom line on this thing? If you're buying it from the website and you have to pay some shipping and you pay a little more than what I paid on Craigslist, I would do the same. And if you have to pay a little bit more to have somebody, if you don't know how to polish, level, crown, frets, all that, not in that order, then you should pay somebody to do it. It's well worth it. If it's something you want to learn how to do, this is not a bad guitar to start on. Maybe start on one of the less expensive Harleys. This is something that once you've kind of gotten the hang of it, that I would recommend. I love the color of the binding on the neck, binding all around the headstock, the nut, the graphite nut. That's a nice touch. It's a well done nut. It's very well carved. No, it's not going to focus here, but it's very well done. It's not real high. It's got just the right angle to it. It's compensated so that it's a little bit lower down here on the E string and a little bit higher on the low E string. So I can do nothing but give this guitar accolades. I will check out another Harley Benton. This Harley Benton SC2 custom satin in Paradise Flame. I love it. I really, 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 really love it. I highly recommend it. Good job, Harley Benton. You guys did an excellent job. As far as I'm concerned, you nailed it. And I'm looking forward to getting another Harley Benton. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share. Do all that, okay? And really, thank you very much. Make sure you tune in Monday nights for the Pocket GT stream where I check out websites, channels that have jam tracks. And make sure you check out my Wednesday night streams where I talk to the techs of the stars, some of the smartest people working behind the scenes for some of the other smartest people in the entertainment business. Thank you guys. Take it easy. Harley Benton, good job on the SC2 custom satin Paradise Flame. Good job.